Friday night national TV battle in Reno on CBS Sports. Mountain West Conference showdown? Boise against Nevada. Right now, looking at the Odds Logic live odds screen, I'm seeing Boise State minus 21.5, total 51/51.5 in Reno against the Wolfpack. And of course, it looks like a mismatch on paper. These two teams have been very, very different this season. Boise 5-2 straight up, 5-1-1 against the spread. Nevada 1-6 straight up, 3-4 against the spread. So one team has something of a betting bandwagon, the other team not so much. Let's talk about it. Teddy covers from wagertalk.com with a game breakdown and of course that Odds Logic live odds screen. Check it out. There's a free trial, 7-day all access. Just go to oddslogic.com/Teddy and see what live lines and a period where we got NBA, NHL, MLB, college football, NFL. Live lines matter. Again, check it out. Free 7-day trial. oddslogic.com/Teddy. But let's talk about Boise and Nevada. And Boise's had 2 step-up games this season, and neither one's been pretty. Notre Dame smacked them. South Florida smacked them in the opener. 34-7, 28-7 losses. Their offense didn't work in either one of those ball games against good defenses. And frankly, the defense didn't work either. That being said, Boise's been a double-digit favorite 5 times in 7 games. And those 5 times they've been double-digit chalk. 5-0 straight up. 5-0 against the spread. A clear track record of success when stepping down in class. In those 5 games, Boise has scored 56, 51, 49, 47, and 41 points. Basically, the offense has been unstoppable against lesser competition. They're coming off a blowout win at home against what I consider to be the second best team in the conference, UNLV. And in that game against the number 2 team in the Mountain West, Boise did whatever they wanted to all game. 294 rushing, 264 passing. The offense, 7 touchdowns, no field goals. Also, they scored a defensive touchdown. So Boise's capable of doing that as well as scoring on offense. And when you're getting touchdowns in the red zone, it's much easier to discover point spreads like this one than it is when you're failing to score touchdowns in the red zone and settling for 3 points. Now, Boise has had failures here in Reno. Remember the Colin Kaepernick game? I do. That tells you how long I've been in Vegas. A little bit too long. It was 2010. Kellen Moore, who's now the Cowboys head coach, he was Boise's quarterback at the time. And Boise was on track to get to an FCS bowl game. And then Reno beat them in Reno. Of course, that was 15 years ago. And comparing anything that happened in Reno 15 years ago to what's happening today takes a leap of faith. This is not the same Wolfpack team as it was in the Colin Kaepernick era. Not even close. They're 1-6 right now. Their only win this year came against an FCS opponent. And it's, well, I'll talk a little bit more about the Wolfpack in a minute. First, I want to ask you guys a simple favor. If you like these type of breakdowns, hit that like button. Thank you. Comment below. Tell us what you think. Subscribe. Get instant alerts when these videos go live. That's key. There's a lot of free content. There's so much going on at this time of year. Subscribe to the channel, and you'll know when you've got new, fresh content available for you right here on the Wager Talk YouTube channel. I'm on a 15-8, 65% college football heater over the last 4 weeks, making money for the clients right now. We've got great deals, including every play every day for the rest of the year for about $8 a day. You can get that on my homepage. We've got a Weekend Warrior package if you just want weekend football. That's available too, just $49. Check out the homepage, wt.buzz/TC, or just visit wagertalk.com and look for the Teddy Covers page on that site, or just get it from the homepage, however you like. So, Nevada at 1-6, all right. It's going to be a step up in class here. And they played well against New Mexico last week, probably their best game of the year. They had a season high with 22 points in that ball game. You know, a couple of rushing touchdowns from Caleb Ramseur, 3 made field goals. They didn't commit a turnover. That's the first time that's happened all year. The Frosh QB has stepped up and played well. Of course, we're talking about Jones. What's his name? Carter Jones, who has taken over for Brock Purdy's kid brother. Chuba Purdy is on the bench where he belongs. I'll just leave it at that. And again, the Frosh QB gave them a game in Albuquerque against New Mexico, who's been pretty good this season. And they battled. Is that something we can expect here? I'm not convinced it is. There's sometimes when a team is struggling where the home field is actually a disadvantage. That's when the crowd leaves. That's when the crowd boos. That's when a team doesn't get anything from their quote-unquote supposed home field. And I watched Nevada play their last home game against San Diego State. And that was as ugly as it gets. All right, they were down 35-0 at halftime. What was left of the crowd was booing. The team got no confidence in being on that field. Now, last year, we saw Nevada give Boise a battle in Boise. It was 28-21 final. They were plus 22.5 dogs in that game and covered pretty much wire to wire. However, the meeting before that, right here in Reno, Boise 41, Nevada 3. Yeah, I would not be surprised at all to see a comparable result in this one. There's not much home field edge for Nevada, particularly playing in a step-up in class game. And Boise's pretty freaking good. If I'm playing, I'm laying Boise State Broncos or pass for this better. Thank you so much for watching Wager Talk TV. We appreciate those likes, comments, and follows very, very much. Visit the website, wt.buzz/TC. And best of luck with all your bets this weekend. Stay tuned right here on this channel for more quality video content. Cheers.